guest got his big break in 1978 as one of the stars of Animal House. Later, I had the opportunity to work with him in Fletch. Please welcome Tim Matheson.
Great to see you.
You know that we're in a big hit cult film together.
Fletch.
Yeah.
You know,
you died at the end.
Yes.
Not I.
You got to do the sequel, actually.
Yeah, that's why it was better to die, I think, really.
Yeah.
Hey, I hear you got a new baby boy.
I do. My wife, Megan, and I are the proud parents of a 1-month-old baby boy named Cooper.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you. He's here tonight, and this is his first talk show. He's here. He's downstairs in the green room. Yeah. And he left a little something for you down there.
I'm sure he did. You ever find when you're changing Cooper that he gets a tiny little erection and pees in your face? This happened with me. Yeah.
Oh, you've changed him?
No, I've changed my little brother.
Oh.
It happened to me. It's kind of cute. I mean, it's not the kind of thing that, compliances would have a problem with, I hope.
Mr. Scissors.
Yeah.
But you know, the toys and the things that they make for babies now are so different than... I have 2 older children, my daughter Molly, 7, and my other daughter Emma, who's 5, and they've changed a lot. You know, I've taken my son out running. I have a baby jogger, and I go run with him, and it's...
I've seen those. They're actually race equipped or whatever.
Yeah. So there's not much wind resistance, and it's smooth for the baby. But the best thing that I've heard about, and I don't know if you've heard about this, it's so a man can experience what it's like to breastfeed a baby.
Really?
So it's a harness that they make for men. I don't have one of these, but it's a harness that you fill with formula, and a man puts on and can suckle the infant for the guy that feels left out of the experience.
Where can I get one of those?
And I got a feeling the kid, is gonna know. I mean, it's like he's gonna be looking up and like nose hair, this is not. I don't.
Or just hairy breasts. I mean, I would think hairy chest. Boy, I'm on my way out. Hey, I know there's a story that you told me a long time ago about. After we shot Fletch, and
oh, you did, and you didn't know about it?
No, I didn't. I didn't know about it.
That there's a scene in Fletch where Chevy is investigating my character, Alan Stanwyck, who has asked you to kill me. Is the premise, is the setup? As probably most of you know. And Chevy's investigating it. He's an investigative reporter, and he's on a computer screen and is looking for Alan Stanwyck's phone number. And Chevy looked at the number that was really on there, and he said, that's like a silly number.
555.
Yeah, it was one of those movie numbers, 555, and it was like a nonsense. He said, this is stupid. Here, I'll put in a real number, and what you put in was your then car phone number. And so, and it's in the movie, and it was fine. It was in the movie. But then what happens to movies, they all come out on video cassette.
Yeah.
And it was huge on video cassette. And by then, that car phone number had gone on to somebody else, somebody else's car phone. And some poor little old lady is driving around Los Angeles getting hundreds of calls from Fletchies all over the country wanting to talk to Alan Stanwyck. So you're single-handedly responsible for this lady, and it charged her phone bill. So I think you owe her about $5 grand.
I don't know. I got to tell you something interesting about Fletch, and I hope you'll come back when we have more time together, because I want to do a whole sort of a Fletch show with you and stuff, But
yes.
I got a call from Amherst College and Williams College. They both have courses in Fletch. I mean, I literally was doing a phoner to an entire classroom of people asking questions about Fletch, and that's how popular the movie is.
Jeez.
Isn't that amazing? I know you do, I don't know what you're doing now, but I do know that even for Fletch, you do a lot of research, how to die. But I know you're working on something now, and are you still into doing that, a lot of research into your parts?
I do. You know, it makes me comfortable as an actor to do a lot of preparation and spend time, you know, just getting into the character, whether it has anything to do with the story per se. And I've reminded of an incident once. I did a movie about 10 years ago called House of God, which was one of those films that was never released. I mean, Sandra Bernhardt was in it, Howard Rollins, Ozzie Davis, and a lot of great people. And it was so bad, it was never released, and even on video. So you're all very fortunate people. But anyway, I was playing a doctor in this film, and I was in the Graduate Hospital in Philadelphia, and I was following around a doctor into every area of the hospital. And he was the head of the code team. So
what's the code team?
The code team is when someone has a cardiac arrest.
Oh.
All the members of the code team meet in the emergency room, and they all try to save the life of the individual who's suffered
Like
this.
a trauma unit.
Trauma unit, yeah. So all of a sudden, code blue, I'm here, and I rush down with this doctor, and we're down there, and here's a man, poor guy, who's at cardiac arrest, his heart has stopped, and there must be 12 people working on him, stabbing him with adrenaline and all sorts of shots. They're putting the paddles on him, and they're you know, giving him electricity.
Beating the crap out of him is what it sounds like.
Yeah. And all this is going on, and there's one guy, and I see this one guy, and he's down between this poor dead man's legs, and he is putting a catheter into the penis of this man. And it's like trying to put like a basketball in a garden hose, you know, and it's like, the catheter is about this big around. And I've got to figure, I think...
I don't want to hear this, do I?
It was horrible, and I'm thinking, everything else just faded. I'm just watching, I said, why are they doing this? This guy is dead, you know? I mean, the worst he's going to do is wet his pants, you know?
Yeah.
Put a diper on the guy. If he does live...
Maybe they run something in the catheter into the man.
No, I think it was just to vent him out. And I thought, if the guy lives, he's going to wake up the next day and he's going to have, like, terrible chest pains, but what did you do?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Listen, I want to thank you, Tim. We got to cut the commercial. We're gonna get together again and do that Fletch show, and we're gonna work together again and lots of things. We'll be right back with the human calculator, Scott Flansburgh. We have to have him.